Hey there, lads and lasses. Have the ads concluded? I think they have. Welcome in, Angel. Angel, I have missed you. How have you been? I hope you've been well. You guys can see the shout out there for Angel in the chat. We got off to a little bit of a late start today. I'm going to stream the Buffooncraft community server today, and I forgot it had been updated to 1.21. Actually, I hadn't forgot that it was updated to 1.21. What I had forgotten is I hadn't set up for that update. I'm like, yeah, okay, I got generations. All right, I'm okay there. And we're okay over at the Buffooncraft Season 5 server. And I thought that I had already done that. Guess what? I hadn't. I went to log on today. I'm like, why am I getting this message? Ark. And that was at like maybe 10:55 or something, setting up for the stream. I'll tell you, this last trip to Taiwan has completely derailed my schedule, my rhythms, everything. And I don't know why. I make this, our family, we make this trip every year. And I have the routine down. Well, I thought I did. Had the routine where, we all go over there together. And then I come back earlier than they do. Because then I have the house to myself and I can get some work done here without impacting them and making them uncomfortable and stuff. And it's a 14-hour difference and stuff between, well, actually 15 to 16, depending on, daylight saving time here in the U.S., which we still have. But yeah, usually, it disrupts things a little bit, but not that much. But this time, for some reason, it really messed me up. I have no idea why. But it really threw me off. And so all my streaming schedule is all messed up. I haven't been able to get that back on track. I mean, there have been a lot of things happening, though. We had the 1.21 update, which kind of threw things off across the 4 servers in which I'm currently attending. There's some things happening with Buffooncraft. There's some things happening here at the house. We have friends who are visiting. Our friends from Taiwan are visiting. One of them is over here now and taking courses at a nearby university. So I've been helping her get set up and stuff. And then the rest of her family is going to come over when my family comes back. And the 2 families are going to do a whole bunch of stuff here. But none of that has started yet. My family's still in Taiwan. Our friend's family is still in Taiwan. So that hasn't begun yet. I should not be so adversely impacted here, and I am, and it's driving me nuts. I really want to get my stuff together. Hey, welcome in Real Foolish Sage. And Sage, this time, I think I am not premature in my congratulations of you having achieved affiliate. Right? So, Real Foolish Sage, fellow Buffoon VIP, building with us on the community server here, has recently resumed streaming and in no time flat. Affiliate just like that. I'm envious. It took me a while to hit affiliate. Not that much. October, November, December, June. It took me about a little over 4 months to hit affiliate. Correct. You are correct, sir. There with the thank you, or as where you're at the natives where you're at would say garamagat, to which I'd respond to falcharot. Okay, so I think I'm all set to go here on the community server. I think I am. I downloaded the zip file. Of course, Nova's super cool setting up all of the mods and everything that we need, all in one convenient zip folder. Multi-MC makes it really easy to set that up. So then I logged on and I tried it, and it looks like it's okay. I think I did all of that in about 10 minutes, which is a record for me. But of course, we'll see how it goes. Let's see. So yeah, all right, there we are. All right, that looks good. Let me get my phone for a moment here, because I usually also will monitor the stream on my phone while I stream here, just so I have that extra reference in there. Let me be right back. Hey there. All right, let me set this up here. Also, let me get the mic. I mean, I want you guys to be able to hear me, but at the same time, I don't want the mic covering up this beautiful visage. I did my last stream, and my whole last stream was kind of like this. That last stream that we did, though, Wednesday stream, where I forewent Generations, and instead I streamed the Buffooncraft Season 5 server with Shut Mountain leading us, and Flying Villager, Lone Star, myself, which I have dubbed Buffoon Force 4. We went into the end, and that Season 5 server has a mod that Nova had tweaked a bit for that Season 5 server. And that mod generates these custom mod structures. And it had generated this fortress citadel structure in the end that we decided that we were going to raid. And we got our butts handed to us by that thing, which, oh my God. Yeah, we did not succeed at all. So the VOD for that stream is up. It took me a while to put that VOD up because I had to go back and edit it for a couple language incidents here and there. And that always takes some time. So that VOD is not available up on Twitch, but it is available on our YouTube channel, the Thunderhand 64 underscore gaming 2, and it's up there for all time. You guys can see that now if you missed that stream. Let me see if this is the right... No, it's not. Let me see. I forget what that command is. Anyways, it's up on that. You guys can go see that. It is very, very funny. If you are particularly sensitive to anxiety, you may not want to watch that. That was a pretty tough. I thought it was hilarious, but it's a real nail biter. There's, and maybe Lone Star and us and myself, we're probably the least experienced of the four of us in there, but we're not exactly, we're pretty heavy hitters ourselves. But Shut Mountain and Flying Villager are really heavy hitters. And that thing just kicked all of our butts. I was very surprised. And the thing is, I think it was like Flying Villager was suggesting, it's just lack of preparation, because this is the mod generates this structure in the mobs, and so we had really no idea what we were going into. And holy smokes! But we have a plan. We're going to do a stream of vengeance. So all four of us are gearing up for that right now, and we shall return, and we shall conquer. That might be happening next Wednesday, the 17th. I think that's when that's going to happen. So please stay tuned for that. I think you're really going to enjoy what you see there. All right, let me see. I'm just setting up here. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, and let me see. There's one more thing I want to do before I get started here. On over to here. There's actually two more things. Let me see. That's Fossabot. I just want to pull up my commands list here. And yeah, I realize I'm doing this on the other display. Oh, there it is. So I almost had it correct. But almost isn't quite good enough. It's almost good enough. I think I did this and I worded the command this way because I do have two channels for this, even though I don't use the first channel as much as I should. There it is. All right, so that VOD is available up. There's a link to our YouTube 2 channel on which we archive all of our streams. Because Twitch, they'll be up there for 14 days, but after that they expire, right? And also, if I have to edit the VOD, I can't publish it on Twitch. I mean, I can, but it uploads under a different category of uploads, and people rarely look there to see the latest stream video. So I don't bother uploading it there. I just upload it directly now, any edited VODs, just directly on YouTube now. So, and I just don't publish it on Twitch. So, okay, that's all set up. Let's log in here. Hopefully this will work. I think it will. Okay, the last time we were on the community server, we had all kinds of goofy stuff going on with Shut Mountain and Genie and Lone Star and yeah, we were doing all kinds of nutty stuff. I think I was trying to nail the water bucket challenge here. And I think I semi-randomly just happened to succeed the first time around. And then fail over and over and over and over again trying to replicate that success. That's not what we shall be doing this stream. Yeah, because that was Shut's birthday stream. That's right. All right, let's organize our gear. Let's touch. There's a shovel. Doing good, doing good. How am I doing here? Power 5. Yeah, I need this. I need that. Right. Don't know if I have the bone meal. That's a little weird. Okay, we should be fine. Let's fly on back to our base first. Let's do that. Because we are currently over at Shut Mountains base. And I think Shut has made significant progress on his gas station. Look at this with the diamond arch. Really, Shut? That man is so... All right. Oh, I forgot his portal is down here. I could fly down there, but I love this brick path. Yeah, there it is. But you know what? We could glide down there, too. We could do, if we get our angle just right. Oh, not quite. Okay. So since the community server is at 1.21, that means we have the trial chambers and all of that goodness now on the community server. Oh, I forgot. Shot. How do I get out? Over here, right? There we go. I should know that. I have the same kind of system. I thought that was super cool, so I made that system over at my portal as well. Thought to myself, yep, I'm stealing that. Definitely. Imitation is the best form of flattery. Ooh, can I squeeze through here alive? Yes. Well done. And there's some skill for you. Let's say I did mine a little bit differently because I have the snow blocks because of my biome, right? And here we go. All right, let's head downstairs. Here's my doggos. Bran, Scalon. Okay, here's the storage system that I had set up. And this is on what we were working last time. So what I'm thinking on doing is, let me see, I was thinking on making this right here. Let's pull back here a little bit. Maybe this far. I was thinking on making that my grand entrance and moving my portal and setting all of that up. But I don't know. I kind of want this surface to be my grand entrance. I am going to build a shape on top of this shape as I extend the dragon curve pattern out in either direction. So no, I'm not going to do that. So I think what I'll do today is I'll continue to work on the dragon curve pattern and at least get this section done, this section of it done. And then I had an idea to build it upward in a grade upward. So each successive level upward would come in a block or by a certain number of blocks up to build height. So this will actually turn into a peak. I don't think I want to go entirely up to build height though, because I want to be able to fly over it so the pattern can be seen, because that's one of the things I didn't want to have happen is the pattern to be discernible from this level. Like this level, you can't really discern the pattern at all. You can see that there's some sort of pattern there, but it's the fractal pattern isn't obvious. It has to be viewed from above, right? So I don't want to go entirely to build height because I want to be able to stand over it and look down. On the other hand, if the structure does go up there and it does do so in a certain way, you could stand on that and look down at the whole thing and then see the pattern. So I could do that way as well. So there is that. And I need some rockets, and I do not have a shulker on me. A shulker, yeah, I don't have an ender chest. Which, again, for me is rare. I think I left it over there at Shuts, right? So let's, we can gain access this way. This way, he said, with the superfluous media vowel. Let's head on back up this way. And I think these lower levels, I will be putting farms and workshops and stuff. Maybe not so much in this one. This central one. Because this central one has a lot of very cool features down below. It has a dripstone cave. It has a deep dark. And the lush cave stuff starts over there, eastwardly of it, I believe. Down on those lower levels. So I don't really want to mess with this too much. I think what I'll have over here is just my manual storage. I may have these farms. Of course, I'm going to move these and upgrade these and make these look better. But I may not put them here. It depends. I may put them in other sections. So for this space, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. I may still make some sort of entrance here, though. Some sort of better, more accessible, more decorated entrance here. But I think what would go along with storage here would be a couple of, like a crafting area with an auto crafter, because it is 1.21 now. Some sort of device like that. Not really sure. I don't think I'm going to have some big sorter storage system here, though. I think for the community server, I think I'm just going to keep on a manual, a small manual, like system like I have with the Buffooncraft Season 5 server. I think the huge manual sorting server, storage system, I think I'm going to save that for Generations. I think that's more useful on Generations than it will be on here. So, all right. I can hear some shenanigans going on IRL in the front door of my property here, so I'm going to go check that out. I will do a be right back. Should only take a moment. I have returned. Yeah, sorry for about that slightly less brief interlude than I would have liked. But no, we just had a delivery and stuff, and I had to take care of that. So, but I'm back. So if you've been hanging in, thank you for hanging in. Okay, let's take care of some of this. Let's do maybe. Looks pretty dark in here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is daytime out there. Okay, we're good. My doggo's here protecting me. Thank you, ladies. Actually, Brand's a lass, so. Let's see. Right, I need to pull up a graphic here on the other part of on my other display. Let me do that. And that's my design. And I'll share that screen with you guys in case you've forgotten what that looks like. Let me see. Yeah, let me move that on over. All right. I'll switch over to that display in just a moment. What have we got going here? Booty bits. Okay, let's put that there. And let me see. Fortune, unbreaking, mending. Okay, that's my detailing pick. That's why that's there. A water bucket. All right, let's put our mob heads away. I may have a player heads. There we go. Let's do that. That way we can go and organize our. Okay, we should have rockets too, right? Yay! Our servers are finally catching up with each other now. So. Okay, there we go. Let me pull up my schematic here. Community SMP, Thunder Mountain Design. And then I'll show you guys what this is. I think you recall what this looks like, though, from other streams. And pull this down to the second display. Display, I think it's display 2. There it is. All right. We move that over there so it's in view, and this is not blocking it. Okay, the areas that you can see are grayed out have been completed. The area that is green is the area on which I am working. And this is the central structure. And then you can see the other structures branch off of it in that kind of curve. And the way that a dragon curve is, the recursive fractal is generated, is it starts over here and it generates outward like this, grows to this point, and then decreases and terminates there. And it's got symmetry to it. If you started it backwards, it would start here, and it would grow here, and then terminate. Oh, actually, it wouldn't. No, it would start here. It grows quickly, and then it tapers off less quickly. So you can see there's more structures here that are tapering off from the main structure here. I just chose this as the central structure because this is the biggest structure, and this fits over most of the original mountain. So you guys can see where these green areas that are not shaded, these are divided into chunks and blocks. And so these are what I need to be working on, which I need to be working. So yeah, I think I'm going to work on these blocks next, these chunks next. Right, and then once I get this central structure pretty much laid out, then I'm going to work on the upward part of it, deciding how I'm going to have that grade upward. And then I'm going to work on the texture of it too. I have a texture plan for it that I would like to design. And already I'm thinking they're going to be white blocks on the top, and then it's going to gradient down to lighter blocks, to darker blocks down at ground level. So I think I have everything I need here to be working on the exterior now. All right, let's get on up there. Do I have my spare bed? Yes, I do. All right, so we need to have chunk borders on. And we need a whole lot of stone in our inventory. That's not a problem. There we go. Now, you guys can't see the main display, so let me switch back over to that. And then I'll pick, let me pick the chunk on which I would like to work first before I switch it over. And it's weird, I seem to have lost my chunk borders on my diagram, which is a little weird. Let me see. See, when I zoom out, I get the chunk borders, but when I zoom in, I do not. That's not good. So let me see, view, grid, show guides, showed margins, grid and access manager, and okay, there's the same color, that's why. See grid lines, I think. Why is it not giving me that? Come on, do the thing. Oh, maybe because I'm on a different layer. Let me get... No, because it's grid. It's not layer dependent. There it is. That's what I want to see. Now, is it this one? Or... No, that's not the one I want to do. I want to do the other one. So it's not grid lines. It's the subdivisions. So let's do Control Z. Undo. I won't do that. Okay, let me reset. Okay. I think those were set up over here. Like that. And I think these are the ones that I want to set up to be red. Come on, do it. That's why. Huh? How come my subdivision lines are the same? All right. Not good. Oh, I've been away so long for this. Let me see. Subdivision lines should be there. First axis, second axis. intermediate divisions. Yeah, why am I not getting this? Why is my brain not doing this right now? Second axis, advanced. Let me see. Grid lines, subdivisions, advanced. Let me see. All right, see, that's what I want to see right there. So you can see where the division lines are set for 16. I want those to be in red. Grid lines, okay. Now, let me see. Intermediate divisions. Those are my chunk borders. That's fine. But where are my intermediate divisions? And why are they not showing up? Spacing. Okay, let me see. I think... looks like those are in halves. I think these need to be... no. I was not prepared for brain to be doing this right now, as you can probably tell. All right, that's not what to do. There it is. That's what to do. There, okay, hey, brain came through. Nice. Okay, so what this does for us is it gives us the red is the chunk, and the smaller block is the smaller square on the grid is the blocks. And that's what I need. Uh-oh, I'm outside, I forgot. That's not good. Monsters everywhere. Now, you think I should be lighting this up, but I actually want the snow cover because I like the way that it looks. I thought that snow would not allow mobs to spawn, but it does. They can spawn on snow. Bad news. Let's take a look. Thankfully, I didn't get blown up by creepers. And that, my concern, isn't really so much... me dying is the damage it would do to the structure, and then I'd have to fix it, and that would suck. That would not be fun. Okay, so I'm good there. And let me see how to coordinate this. Again, I haven't switched my screen over, I know. Let me get that going. H. All right, so if you guys can see my cursor here, this is the trapdoor that leads downstairs, so I can count over. I can do 1, 2, 3 chunks, and then 1, 2, 3 chunks that way. So let's do that. Here's the chunk that contains the trapdoor. So we go 1, 2, 3. That's the third chunk, and then 1, 2, 3. That's the third chunk, even though it looks like I'm finished with that. Maybe I haven't updated this in a while. 3. 1, 2, 3. Or maybe I'm still working on this. I don't know. It looks like the whole chunk has been completed, though. Well, let's count it up. Let's take a look. There should be 2 spaces, and I'm going 2 by 2 with the columns. Yeah, it looks like this one has been completed. All right, so let's come over to here. So I can do that. But it looks like these two are identical, so that might have been confusing me. We have this one here, 1. This is 2. Again, I know you guys can't see this, but I want to get set up here. There's Taters. Sup, nerd? Taters, how you doing? We have this one here. And then we have this one here. Good. All right, that contains the trap door. Okay, we have this one, which has been completed. Okay, we're good. I know where I am now. I figured it out. So we haven't finished with this one yet. But the cool thing is it's identical to this one, because that happens in recursions. All right, so we have to remove all of this stuff here. That's going to require shovels. That's going to require pickaxe, all that kind of stuff. Doing all right. Glad to hear it. Trying to relax and enjoy my time off. What are you up to? Doing a little working on the base. Little family is in Taiwan. I have a couple of weeks off. In fact, I've only this week left before they return. And so I've quite a bit of work to do. When Kachi returns, it'll be his 13th birthday. And so I've got a bunch of stuff planned here that I'm trying to complete before he gets back. So that's IRL stuff I'm trying to, of which I am up to which I am up. And then as far as the community server goes, yeah, just working on the base here, which I haven't done in quite some time. So. All right, and I've forgotten. Now, I had a technique in place. That I had used for this. And I think it's just like maybe using snow blocks to sketch out where the blocks go and then removing what's under. Yeah, okay, removing what's under the snow, right? I think I was doing something like that. But that would make mobos spawn. So I wasn't doing that. So I'm going 1, 2. See if I can make it over there. Hey, parkour expert. Oh, okay, nice. Same here. I got massive builder's block. Oh, really? Well, that I don't like to hear. But that's one of those things where you just need to wait for inspiration, right? Yeah, because if you try to force it, that just makes the block worse. Which I think, right? At least that's the way you just put yourself to task on other things, but you kind of keep afloat in the back of your head, and then you see something or your brain's ready to kick in, and then it's like, okay, back to it. Yeah. So what else have you been up to over there on the continent? Okay, let me see. I have that shape. I have that off of it. I have this off of that. Okay, I think I've sketched out all of the areas that I need to keep. So now I think it's just a matter of removing this stuff here. I think that's what I was at. And this is a good kind of work because it's just sort of like a mindless drivel. Yeah, you just kind of go back now and remove stuff. It's nice. It's nice, people. It's actually good stream work because I don't have to think too hard. Despite what you've seen for like the last hour of the stream, where I'm thinking very, very hard indeed. See, before I get too far down here. Let's bring some of these features on down. And I think this works this way. Ooh, some iron. Although I think we're all set on the on iron for the server for a little while. And even though we have the community iron farm, I like to play around with iron farm designs. They just fascinate me. And so I may wind up building an iron farm here, just a personal one. But if I do, I think it's going to be a very silly farm. I think I have some ideas. I've had an idea for a very silly kind of iron farm for quite some time. And so I've been just waiting for an opportunity to build that. And I might do that here on the community server. Because very silly farms are the best farms. Hold on, Wi-Fi had a moment. But what I've been up to is I canceled my college course, so gonna be working next school year, so I figured out what I want to do with my life. Wow. Another ad. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the ads. So being young and figuring out what you want to do with your life is very, very cool. Because that plagues a lot of us young folks. And I say us young folks, meaning when I was young. My older son is currently pursuing his engineering degree at a university out of state, and even he just finished his first year of it, of his 4-year degree, and he's still not even 100% sure of that. He's playing it safe right now, which I kind of wish he wouldn't do, but I can't really blame him for, right? So, but I don't think he's been struck yet with his calling in life. But mind you, he's only 19, so. Yeah, heavy decision. It was difficult to give up after a year of trying. Yeah. Yeah, you always have mixed feelings about that. So that doesn't mean that you're making the wrong decision if you feel any kind of regret or anything, because that's always part of it. As an older person who's been there, I can tell you that. Yeah, you won't come to that conclusion without regret. So, that's just part of it. So don't let that prevent you from making a decision. If you've made the wrong decision and you want to go back to your original degree and your original plan, your original program, you always can. It's harder to do when you get older, I will say that, but you can always do it. I don't know, how should I go about doing this? I still don't really have a very good system for this in place. Maybe column by column, right? So I know I have to remove this kind of stuff. So maybe remove all of this down to the ground level. Not quite like that. I'm one of those people that keeps pushing through, but I realized that I wasn't enjoying being at this school. Big thinking hours. Yeah, one of the things I've been trying to realize and trying to fix about myself is there's a lot of times where I think I'm being tenacious and persistent and, just knuckling down to the grind when actually I'm just being stubborn. And trying to realize those moments where I'm like, you know what? It's okay to do that and to try and to put in the effort, but at some point, you have to realize when you're just merely being stubborn. Am I just being stubborn here? Am I just being Scottish? I have to be particularly conscious about that right now because I'm older and I don't have a lot of time left. And so I can't waste time being stubborn on things now. So it's always me stepping back and saying, am I just being stubborn here, or am I being persistent and tenacious and, or am I just being stubborn? That's not advice for everybody, but for me, it's important for me to realize that. I think when I was younger, I could afford to be stubborn. But now that I'm older and I don't have a lot of time, and there are things I definitely need to do, I can't afford to be stubborn. I can't waste time being stubborn. Do I have, you know what? I need 2 things that I do not have in my inventory. Well, one of them I do have in my inventory, but I do need an ender chest. Yeah, we have a lot of stone, so we don't need this much. All right, so that looks good. Let's get back up there. Okay, so we are currently... Yeah, we're currently working on this chunk, and if I am not mistaken, this is clear all the way out to the chunk. So let's just do that strip next. I'm thinking something like we just go remove this whole strip out. This chunk has only a few of the column structures in it, very few of them, so this chunk is a lot of removal of material. And so with the chunk next to it, maybe. But I'm not going to bother with the chunk next to it. Sometimes if I could see that the chunk next to it also needs to be removed, I'll just do that while I'm over here. But in the not so distant future, that's going to require some structures over there in that chunk as well. Yeah, it's a real balance. I can be super stubborn, much to the annoyance of my mom. It's just that your mom's older, so she can see it easier than you can because you're younger. We all go through that, Taters. We all go through it. It's a shame, you know, because us older folks, we want to spare you younger folks the time wasted. But I remember what it's like to be young. You know, you got to go through it yourself. And I think I in particular was much better at, you know, taking advice and learning from people, you know, who have gone before me. I'm particularly good at that, which is why I can do anything that I can do now. It's not from my own talent. It's from learning, you know, like Newton says, standing on the shoulders of giants. I was particularly good at that. But still, I often felt that, you know, I was just a stubborn young person. I could have saved a lot more time if I just capitulated, did what I needed to do. All right, let me switch out the, let me restart the playlist. There we go. I'm going to let the stream go a little bit further today. There was some time where I was off camera for a little bit and stuff. So I think I'm going to go to about 1:30 today. Oh, sometimes I am stubborn on purpose. I like to poke the line. Yeah. Young people. Roar. When I hear young folks saying stuff like that, I just think of those video clips of like the baby gorilla just antagonizing the heck out of the big old silverback. The silverback just I tell you, you can learn so much about human nature just by watching a family of primates. You really can. We haven't come that far along, people. We haven't. We are not that far removed. I also got my stubbornness from my mom for sure. She is still as stubborn as a goat. Yeah, that need to kick the hornet's nest is that's a young person's thing. There are some adults who never outgrow that, and that's kind of exasperating. You can excuse that in younger people, but when so-called adults are doing that, that's annoying. At least to us Americans, it is. Yeah, it's not as cute as they think it is. At a certain point, it's like, okay, we need you to get with the program here. I gotta say, I am very, very blessed, though, with my sons, Biggie and Kachi, though. They are super, super cooperative. Doesn't mean they're spineless, though. They have their things that they're willing to do, their things that are not willing to do. Mrs. Thunderhand can be a mega control freak tiger mom. They definitely get frustrated with her. She definitely gets frustrated with them. Fair. The mutual frustration, yeah. And there I am in the middle trying to keep peace, right? Yeah, we get a lot of friction with that, though, because we also have the two systems going, right? We're here living in the U.S., but, you know, my wife is trying to do the Asian system where, you know, they view their kids as their retirement plan. I don't view my kids as my retirement plan. I'm not saying that that's a bad system. It has its advantages, but it also has its disadvantages. But when you're trying to do that here in the U.S., that's difficult. When you're in Asia, it's not, because that's the norm, right? But here, no, it's kind of tough to do here. Let's get rid of some of the debris. Oh, not us. Good Lord. Thunder, please. Please. Oh, look. And it's... Oh, man. And now I'm... Hands. Just chill, man. Just chill. All right. Let's just do some of this. Hopefully we won't throw away anything valuable. There we go. I do need a little bit of dirt in the inventory, though. And I know we're not going to be using any of this dirt in the next chunk. I know that for a fact. So you know what? Let's steal some of this. Yeah, we only need about a stack. Yeah, we don't need that. This is good. This will be fine. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I'm having a great deal of difficulty getting back into the groove of this particular system, as you guys can probably tell. All right, that section is pretty much complete. Let me look at my schematic. All right, so there should be a gap, a column, and then we should do this next strip all the way out. So you know, sometimes I think it might be easier just to bring everything down to the ground level and then build the columns up. I'm still considering that. Okay, this is looking like it's doing its thing. I still can't tell if it's better to do this from the top down or whether it's to drop down and work more horizontally. I'm not completely convinced. Great. All right, let's try something like this, maybe. I think vertical's the way to go. It probably doesn't matter. Okay, I'm back. Had to grab my drink. Would it be less work? I'm not really convinced. Problem is with this kind of work, this is kind of precision work. So, you know, it's not just smashing it down, right? You're trying to just, it's more like sculpting where you're just trying to take the bits away that you don't need. And what remains is your goal. But there comes a point where it's like, for some of these features, is it better to, instead of removing away what you don't need, just building up what you do? You know, so you get to those points. After all the excitement we've had, especially from our last stream, it's kind of nice just to get on here and just smash out blocks somewhat mindlessly. That last stream was very, very stressful, but in a fun kind of way, though. What have we got going on here? Get back up to the top. And. Okay, all of those features look good. All of those features look good, right? This is the completed one. You know, that wasn't particularly difficult parkour, you know? Please. See, it's just jumping that gap should be easy enough to do. All right, that goes down to ground level. I should fill that in because that's my cue to, that's my indicator that I've completed that, right? So, all right, I think this next strip right here would be a good strip to do. All right, so we can do something like... Okay. No. All right. Okay, there's the chunk edge. That's good. Great. It's nice to chill in here Yeah, I wasn't there for it. Like I said, the VOD isn't on Twitch though, because I had to edit the VOD for language, but because that happens with the buffoons, it's not a problem. But it is on our YouTube channel though, the Thunderhand 64_gaming2. I've edited the VOD; it's up there now, so that can be viewed. It's really funny, but it's a nail biter. It's hard to watch anxiety-wise. But as I had mentioned earlier, Buffoon Force 4 definitely got their butts handed to them. We got our butts handed to us big time. And we have a thirst. We now have a thirst for vengeance. If we want to go back, we'll probably do that next Wednesday, which I believe is the 17th. Yes, it is. We took heavy casualties, lost a lot of gear, did not successfully finish the raid. I mean, it's hilarious. It's really funny, but at the same time, it's like, wow. You know, if you're sensitive to anxiety and stuff, perhaps you shouldn't watch that. Flashing lights may cause epidemic seizures. Like I had mentioned earlier, as Villager had surmised, I think I agree with Villager in that we just didn't know what to expect because it's a mod generated challenge with custom mobs in it and things like this. So we really didn't expect it to be that hard. But now that I think of it, I'm thinking the creators of the mod were thinking, all right, since it's in the end, that's sort of end game. And so let's make a really challenging structure to raid. And so I think that's what they were going for there, because it's much harder than any of their other mod structures that they had created for that particular mod. Yeah, and we just didn't know what to expect, and wow, were we taken by surprise there. I mean, Lone Star and I are pretty good at what we do, but Shut Mountain and Flying Villager are really good at this kind of stuff, and yeah, they were clobbered. Yeah, like I can't recall the last time where I've seen Flying Villager in that much distress. So I knew it was pretty challenging. But I will assure you that between now and the next when next we stream that, we are preparing. We are gearing up, gathering our resources, and we each have our tactics that we are very interested in seeing, the results of deploying said tactics. I definitely have a plan that I'm looking forward to. I know exactly what I'm going to do now. So when I get in there for that stream, that's going to be a cool stream to watch, people. Stream of Vengeance. Panicking flying villager sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, he got a little panicky there. He did a couple of times. That's how I knew that okay, this is a pretty serious challenge now. Lone Star was definitely the MVP of that particular challenge. He went in and rescued quite a bit of gear and key pieces of gear. Sure, we could have replaced them, but it would have taken us a long time to do that. And so he saved us a lot of time there. Once we have this main part of this main section of this dragon curve complete, the other sections should go faster. They should go faster. Because here we're removing a lot of the mountain, but in the other sections, there is no mountain to remove. We'll be building those sections up. So those should go much faster. This big central one, though, that's based on the mountain itself, we're literally carving this out of the mountain and trying to very carefully leave pieces of the mountain intact. And so this takes a long time. Oh, nice. Swooping in to save the day. Yeah, he did that several times. Very cool. Let's get... All right. In regards to generations, on the Generation 5 server, we've been spending our streams raiding the trial chamber. But I pretty much have that down now. I think the next Generation 5 streamer, I'll be wrapping that up. Then getting back to building. As far as the creative test world for a Baby Zombie Rush, I haven't done one of those streams in a long time. And that's upgrading that world, but I'm doing more than just upgrading that world. I'm actually rebuilding the test world. I like to do that every now and then and just upgrade everything. And I'm waiting on Lightmatica to... update to 1.21 for that, and they're taking their sweet time. So if that takes much longer, if much more waiting is involved in that, I don't know. I may not do that. I may just proceed with it anyway, and just start replacing things by hand. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, so that strip has been removed. I can remove this piece in between here. That should be really fast. And then the strip behind it. So we can do that next. Yeah, when it's a single column like this, it goes much faster. Then I've almost forgotten I have to update this. Great. And then I think this strip has to come out next. I want to get a few more grass blocks though, and of course, clean out the inventory. I don't know how I just lit myself on fire there. Really? I don't need dirt. I just need the grass. All right, good enough. Yeah, that's more than enough. And let's get rid of the trash without burning ourselves this time, hopefully. Please. Like that. I don't need the dirt. I just need that. And I think that's next. How am I doing for time here? 12:50. I've got about 40 minutes left, so I've got plenty of time. Ouch, my face. All right, this looks good. The annoying thing about this is it's going to be switching tools a lot. So this, since we're going to be switching tools a lot, this might be more beneficial to work in a horizontal fashion. Okay. Thusle. After the stream, I've quite a bit of work to do in the heat here out in real life. We're experiencing a heat wave out here in Southern California, all over California, all over our nation, actually. It's just finally caught up with us out here, where we're having temperatures that are going to be about 40 degrees C. That's going to be tough because I have work to do in the garage building stuff, and I would like to do that at night or in the very early morning, but at night, you know, I can't really use the power tools because of the neighbors. And plus my schedule, like I said, my sleeping and working schedule is kind of all messed up from my trip to Taiwan, much more than it normally is. So I'm also dealing with that too. But I'm running out of time because that work is for Kachi's birthday when he comes home, and I want that stuff to be ready for him. And I'm running out of time. I really got to get moving on that. Kachi is going to be 13 years old. Going to be a teenager. Some of you were with us way back in the day when I first started streaming with him in 2020. He was 8. Actually, when I first started streaming, he was only 7. But that's before I started streaming in June of 2020. But at that time, I didn't know how to save VODs and stuff. And I hadn't had the YouTube channel set up to save the VODs. So that first maybe June, July, August, September, October, the first 4 months of streaming, or 3 months of streaming or so, I don't have any of that archived because I didn't know how to do that back then. It wasn't until October of 2020 where I started to save all the VODs. Kachi was 8 years old at that time. With his super high-pitched voice. So some of you who have been with us for quite some time got to see him like grow up on stream and stuff, and it's really cool. That's when I was only streaming Generations back then. And I forget when I started Kachi Time. I think I started Kachi Time pretty early. It may have been within the same month. I'll have to go back and check. Oh, I must be getting out of range of the beacon. Oof. We had our first summer storm on Tuesday. Oh, and where you're at, that's a big deal. I hope there's not too much damage from that. I kind of grew up with watching Chris's streams, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the really cool things about the community server here and building with you guys is, you know, having Chris's community in here, you know, having Shut's community in here. OPG is back now. OPG was had to take some time off IRL to get his situation straightened out now, but I guess he's back. I was kind of hoping to see him on today, but we'll catch him pretty soon. I'm sure we'll run into him pretty soon. I like that dude. He's fun to build with. Emerald block. Yeah, I might have to go over and move the beacon a little bit because now Let me see. What time is it, though? Well, we still have 30 minutes. I mean... Let me just finish up this. Well, I don't know if it's really worth it, because all I have to do is take that down and then that down, and I think I can finish that by the end of the stream. Even without the beacon, I can do that. So I think I'll just do that. Yeah, that's part of that column, so that's why I needed that. All right. Let's do this. That. Almost there, people. Almost there. Again, I'm leaving some of this stuff intact. I'm going chunk by chunk. And that chunk over there has some columns in it from another section of the dragon curve. So I'm kind of leaving that in there because I might be able to use some of that for the columns. Though, as I had stated before, I'm not sure that that's the best thing to do is, you know, instead of just removing it all the way down to the ground level and then just building up the bits I need. That section's much smaller than this section is. I think that's stage 3 of the recursion over there, so... Some real core memories for me. That's nice. Yeah, I don't think I would have met half the people I met on the server without it. Gotta hand it to Nova. This is the community server was a really cool thing. Yes, I did see those emeralds down there. I'll get them. I'll be getting them. Let's do that. That's a little too much, but we'll be fine. Almost there. I think this part I'll just remove horizontally like this. That'd be the best way to go. In fact, since we have to put grass blocks here, let's just do this. Oh, that we need to keep a little bit. All right, that height. I can stay within range of the beacon here and just extend my reach out into the non-affected area. I can keep that haste going. Oh, Shot, hey, thanks for gifting that sub. Shot, how you doing, lad? I'm thinking you're at work today. You guys can see the auto shout out there for Mr. Shut Mountain. Fellow buffoon. Friend and moderator of this stream. Doing okay. Left work an hour early. Good for you, man. Had to get the brake pads and rotors. Oh, yeah, that's right. On my way to work, they went bang. Oh, dude. I hope you're okay. Yeah, brakes. Yeah, I don't like to mess around with brakes. We have the brake light permanently on in the van because the sensor for the brakes when they're engaged has failed, right? And the brakes still work just fine. It's the sensor has failed though. So it's saying the emergency brake's on when it's not, kind of deal. And even though I know it's okay, it's brakes. I hate it. I don't want the brake light on all the time. Okay, so we need to take down that, and this chunk will be complete. Let me see. Yeah, I'm good. I knew how to handle it. Just kept going and then drove home like that. Not just waiting for them to cool off so I can go back to work. You are very welcome, Tatos. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I do have a funny story about that. Maybe I'll tell you sometime, Shut. But driving with compromised braking, those of us who live in the Northeast, that's not a problem. That's a skill that like everybody has there. We already have that because of snow and ice, right? And so, you know, if brakes or no brakes, we know how to deal with that. Let me see. All right, I'm going to take that section out next. I think that'll be the easiest thing to do. Right here. All right, and then we'll pull out these sections next. I think I can purl up there. Oh, and then we're going to have to remove those. All right, let's take out kind of like a strip in this direction. Let's think of it like that. Thing that slows this down is not just the beacon, but you have to keep switching tools, and that's kind of annoying. Oh, I can hear an endermite up above me somewhere. From that last toss. Come on down here, you little mite. Chat, I'll glance up in just a moment. Just let me bring this down to level. There he is. Come here to you. Okay, we're getting there. I just have to remember now I have to take out that column. I've got to replace those blocks too. All right. Yeah, because you have compromised braking in the winter. Yeah, it's just routine for us, right? It feels the same, right? Creeps in and sneaks and hugs Tater and runs. Tone! How you doing, lad? I sneezed and the stream froze for me. Taters. How? Hey, Tone. Welcome in, Mr. Waylander Tone. You guys can see the auto shutout for Tone. Tone, what were you doing last time? Oh, 80 days. All right, I think I'm going to fly up there for that bit. How we have 113. We still have time. Now, let me see. I think I'm just going to remove this entire strip right along the side here. Yeah, it'll start here. Fuck. To change out the tools. I hate that. And I think I'm just going to work horizontally here for this. Ooh, we have some open caves here. Right there. Some of this, I'm not sure that that's going to remain a column or not. This isn't, though, but we'll get that in a moment. Let's just clear out this. I just heard a drown somewhere. There are a lot of flooded dripstone caves inside this mountain, so that might have been that. Due to that. Oh, now we're getting down into the dirt layers. Switching between tools, which I hate, slows me down. Again, I think I should just go horizontally with this kind of stuff from here on out. Maybe, maybe not. Here comes the rain and the snow. Of course, it wouldn't be Buffooncraft without precipitation, right? Am I right, buffoons? Rhetorical question. Great. Now we're going to get snow building up on everything that we're trying to do here. Emeralds. Alrighty. Section has been completed. Some bits up there that are going to have to be done. Let me see. 117. We're doing well for time. Clear out yield inventory. All right, looking good. All right, I think we're going to have to get up there next. But I think we're going to have to sleep first. It's a talent. Taters gave it a virus with her sneeze. Yeah, we've got this stuff to remove. So I'm thinking we could do this in strips like this. Oh, look. Look at our little friends down there. What I want is I want to see those guys drop into the powdered snow and die. Because there's a lot of powdered snow on that slope. Take the plunge. Come on. I would love to see them take the plunge into the powdered snow. That would be so cool. I know there's quite a bit of powdered snow down there. Powdered snow. Powdered snow. What do you think? Would that make a good thumbnail? There they are. Oh, where did my rockets go? Wish I could find some powdered snow around here. There should be plenty on the slope on this side. Yeah, see? Oh, wow, and you can't dig your way out that way. See, this side is very treacherous. Can they walk on the powdered snow? No. That's not funny. Hey there. Look at him. He is not pleased. Har. Can I get him in the shot here for the thumbnail? There is one frustrated pillager for you right there. He is not pleased. I don't think the AI will allow it to happen. Got them light-footed tip taps across the snow. Yeah. So what are they wearing the mucklucks there? Well, that's not fun. I want them to die in the powdered snow. Anyways. They may still yet to meet their demise. Or they may yet still meet their demise. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see if we can finish this up. All right, so we've got that column, and this column. Maybe we'll work this side to this side. And we've got that. Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe I'll just take all four of them all the way across. Maybe like this and like that. Okay. This will be down soon. All right. Even if the stream does reach 130, I'm just going to finish up this one bit here. Thunder, I just sent you a quick DM regarding the server. You may want to read it real quick. It's on Discord. Okay, cool. Do a quick, I'll be right back. Right. Okay. Got it shot. All right. I'm still going to finish up this bit right here, though, but I hear you. Okay. Let's just do this. Sculpt this on down, and then we should finish up here. You know what? I think I really ought to move that beacon over. I don't mind going a little over the stream, but I don't want to go this far over the stream. This is too much. Wow, my pickaxe is also very, very low. Right, yeah. Let's do this. Then I'll go and move this guy over. I don't think I ever put the ender chest back in my inventory either, because I need to swap out this pickaxe. Because you can see it's like down on 2 red pixels. Didn't mean to disrupt. Just didn't want to see everything you do now. Yeah, understood. Understood. And thanks. I do appreciate that. I haven't really done that much in this stream anyway. It seems like I have, but it's mostly floundering. What is this? This has efficiency 5? Really? Wow. It's the most inefficient efficiency 5 I've probably ever used. I didn't think emerald blocks were really that tough. clear out the inventory. Okay, I think we're good. And we shall... Fortune 3 on breaking, mending. Let's do a couple of things. Hey there, lads. Or lad and lass. My basic kit. And extra. Recipes unblocked for an ender chest? Is an ender chest used in a recipe now? Weird. Okay, I think I'm all set there. Where's my toolbox? 2 L's. There we go. Repair you later. Do this now. Huh? Please don't do that. Okay, where did I leave off? I think I was right. Oh, wow. Okay, so I messed that up a little bit, didn't I? Okay, let's bring that down to this level. And I didn't set up the beacon. And I think I will put said beacon probably right here. This might be enough room to do that. There we go. Done. Done and done. Let us get some. I'm going to break that one so I can use the emeralds here to set my haste. Give me that haste too, baby. And let's finish this up. I think I was here to boots. Wow, I took a lot of damage with that fall. And I have the mighty feather falling 4 too. And it was still kind of tough. All right, this should take minutes. Why do I not have the haste too? Oh, using a wrong pickaxe. That's why. Yeah. The cobblestone should have given it away. Let's just do that. And the soundtrack has stopped, but Taters, remember how we were talking about stubbornness? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm being stubborn. And I think I'm going to let myself have this one. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna. Gonna be a little Scottish today. All right, almost there. Yeah, it should be allowed to be stubborn every now and then. Yeah, I got to give myself a little bit. Besides, curmudgeon-y old Scottish guy, it's on brand. So. And that should do it. That's as far as I'm... there is that, isn't there? These kind of features are pretty easy to hollow out. Just got to stand in the middle of all four of them like this. Mine and spin. Okay, that's better. Oh, I hate you. Why? Why? Anything to delay the stream, right? Okay, I don't mind. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. I'm satisfied. Yeah, so that chunk is going to look like that. Let me get a nice aerial view here. Right, yes, looking good, looking good. Yeah, this chunk has been completed. I like it. Okay. Let's switch over to the Let's switch back over to the schematic. That display, and let me move this up. And this. And we just also completed that chunk right there. All right, so we have just finished this chunk right there. We may have to go back and redo that work, but we'll see. Hopefully not, but maybe not. Let's do the sleeping thing. We'll wrap up, log off, and then see if there's anybody to whom we can raid. We can do that while we're doing the sleeping thing. Now, I did see... I thought I saw Lone Star on earlier. And Shelbs and Jay. You know, I haven't raided Shelbs in a dog's life. Let's go over and let's see what Shelbs is doing. Looks like she's playing Valorant right now. Let us log off there. Which you guys didn't see because we're on the other display. Let's switch over to cam. Like that. There we go. Is the green what you're trying to clear out? No. Well, sort of. After I clear it out, I put the green... Oh, no, you mean on the diagram. No, the green is what's remaining on the diagram. Yeah, I didn't think of that as grass blocks. So that's probably kind of counterintuitive. Yeah. Yeah, I follow you there, Shut. The green is what you're keeping. Gotcha. Yep. Okay, let's set up a raid over to Shelbs's. Das Shelbsenator. So let me see. We have there is the raid message in the chat. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us. You guys know the routine for my outro. I always encourage... yes, I did forget to change to standing mode. Which is why I'm probably so uncomfortable right now. But I did get up during Be Right Back, which lasted quite a bit. So... yeah, I always encourage the viewers to join us along on the raid, even if you can't stay for the entire stream. Just drop in, say hi, and if you feel so inclined, maybe a follow, bits, subs. That would be really cool. Let's set up the raid itself. That should work. Alrighty. So there the raid is counting down for Shelbs. Family-friendly viewers, sometimes there's a little bit of mature content in Shelbs' stream. Not that often, though. So, but just a heads up for that. And everybody just remember that we do this Buffooncraft stream every Friday, usually from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. I started a little late, went a little bit over today. Our next stream will be Sunday. I intend to stream 4 to 6. We'll see what happens. Don't really know what I'm going to stream on Sunday yet. Kachi has yet to return from Taiwan, so I've been using these Kachi time streams, time slots for other things. We'll see what happens on Sunday. The stream after that will be Wednesday. I will do a Generation stream Wednesday from noon to 2, and we may have an additional Buffooncraft stream on Wednesday. We'll see what's a Buffooncraft Season 5 stream. We'll see what's happening then. But right now, we are raiding out to Shelbs. Thank you so much, everybody, for dropping by today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time, raiding out to Shelbs now. Bye for now, everyone.